Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and we're at a place called Havana, and I've been invited to come down here and check out some people I know. And my girl, Fortune, about to get on the turntable, and about to check it out. Well, Havana, DJ Sound in the house. Don't forget about that. Yeah, we did. Come in for some booty. There's a lot of asses up in here. And I can't even touch them. Sitting right next to my boy, Jonn Hawley.
Word up. How I got started. It was back in 91, and I was 15 years old. I was breakdancing, and my brother was a DJ here in Milwaukee at Club Nitro. And, yeah. There was Nitro, and there was like Club Maryland and all that. And Matisse, he swapped the Matisse here. Diz used to come here, up here on a regular.
Oh, okay.
And Derek Carter.
Yep, Derek.
Robert Rosario.
Robert Rosario?
Yeah. Yeah, man.
We know him.
Terry Bristol.
Terry Bristol, yeah, we know him.
Terry is my girl because when that came out, when the very first the Houseman Part 2, I went to Hot Jam.
Hot Jam, okay. I know Hot Jam, yeah.
And Terry came in and I was talking to Andre, the owner.
Right.
And Terry heard the record that we were playing. She said, "Dude, I got to get a copy of that, whatever." So actually, Terry kind of boosts the second Houseman record for us at the Crowbar.
Okay.
Big hit, man. It was a really big hit. So, yeah, Terry, big up to you, baby girl.
Well, I mean, like, I used to go to Shelter a lot.
Shelter.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chicago.
And I'd go there on the Goose and Thursdays.
Right.
And Terry was playing there, and like John Curley. And I was, that was like the early days, or whatever. It's probably not early for you, but it was early for me, like whatever.
Right.
And
so basically, who influenced you?
Ralphie.
Okay.
I would say Derek May. Okay. On the techno tip, for sure, dude, for sure. And then Johnny Fiasco early, I was, I went to Shelter back in the days, and Johnny did a record release party there, de facto, on Nervous Records.
Nervous, yep.
And I was there that night, and at Shelter it was like this. There was no pretentiousness of like clothes. It didn't matter what you were wearing. It didn't matter what. It didn't matter what clique you were with or whatever fucking lights they had in the club or whatever. It was good fucking sound. And Johnny Fiasco was on the decks. You know what I mean? It was just ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, those were the days that like really put my faith into house music. Oh yeah, man. I used to play. I actually started out in like ghetto house back in the days. Some funk, some DJ Attack, some Dejion.
You guys ain't come back here, man.
All that, man.
Well, so what do you see yourself in right now, as far as the next 10 years when it comes to the business?
Well, I'm on the production tip. I started in the production tip like 2001, and started my own label. Brought it down to kind of how everybody does it. Brought my own label down to WMC. It was 2001, 2002 going into, and pressed my own records. With my own label. Okay. And it just started hustling it out. And then from there, I started getting remix work and whatnot. And now, like, I'm on home and like color recordings, lingo, just all the names in the underground house scene right now. Not as far as like soulful house. My stuff right now, it's kind of teetering, going more soulful, kind of going back to the deep. Just did a remix for Johnny Fiasco on Classic Fiasco.
There you go.
Groove On. Remember that track that gotta get your groove on?
Yes.
Groove on.
Yes.
Yeah, that one. So,
Cool. All right. Oh shit! Happy New Year, motherfucker! Me and Houseman is chilling, baby. Hey, what's up? I'm at my girl, Fortune. This young lady.
Doing Happy New Year?
Yes.
Happy New Year. This is a very special young lady. She's very high on the scene. She is, I call the woman. Who's handling everything in Milwaukee. I'd like to ask you a question. Where did you start?
Man, I grew up in England. When I was 16, raised in I started going to rave, but I fell in love with music. I like pop music then. And I was given my first mixtape by a friend of mine in Bristol, Bungie, props to Bungie. And it started out with Less Informer by the Four Tenors, like opera. And then right as they crescendo, like the perfect spot, I dropped the drum and bass track with it. Like with opera, and I was just like, wow.
Drum and bass with opera.
Yeah, that got me right there. That I was like, wow. That, but it was a long time until I started mixing. It was another 6 years before I started trying to mix myself. But that was what got me hooked right there. I was done. I was all about it.
How from London?
Oh, it's a long story. That's in a whole nother interview. Like I had time.
So what do you see yourself in 10 or 20 years?
Oh man. I mean, the dream has always been, since I was 16, to have a club. So, and that's something I would love to do. But I do want to bring that full circle when I used to work in nonprofits with youth development. And I want to bring that full circle with that. I feel a good way to empower youth to be positive, to get them to do something they love, music. All kids love music. And whether that's in the form of I own a club and they become apprentice at DJing, at club management, or whether it's they learn sound engineering somewhere, something like that. I'd like to be a business owner and time.
So basically, you help yourself to give it back.
Yeah, you have to. I mean, whether you're in music or whatever you're in, I mean, that's part of our human responsibility.
And I'm so proud of you. It's a pleasure to finally meet you.
Likewise.
I heard so much about you.
Likewise. My friends have been hitting me up about you and your reputation precedes you.
And hopefully you can do something in the future.
Yeah,
I love it.
sure. I'm sure. I have an idea for you to get on camera.
Oh, you know what?
Right.
So we're gonna wrap it up because I know she wanna enjoy herself. Hey, it's 2009. Great way to bring in New Year's for friends. And hopefully I come back here and do some things. This beautiful, attractive young lady. And I'm sitting right there.
Happy New Year. All the best in 09.
That's a wrap. We're in the house with Honey Dejion. She's from Chicago.
68 in Stony Island.
Believe me. Oh,
I had a
yeah.
funny ID. So I was very fortunate to become friends with the brother of Lori Branch. She was one of the first female DJs that I ever saw. And through Lori Branch, I found out about Ron Hardy and Frank Love and all those people. So I was fortunate enough to go to the warehouse, the power plant, CODs. My God.
So you're an old schooler.
I was very young when I went to these places.
Cool.
So I got exposed to that music and I just fell in love with it. And I just knew that it was going to be something I would do for the rest of my life. That's all I do is sit on airplanes. I don't get paid to DJ, I get paid to sit on airplanes. I just got back from Tel Aviv, I was in Malaysia, I've been everywhere, Australia, South America. I've been really great to be one of the last few DJs to be able to travel without having much production. So
That's good.
Again, got in right before the cutoff time.
Well, you know what? You're blessed. Yeah. And the same here. I just got back from my friends from Germany. They got Scotland. So you're right. I haven't put out anything in a while, but
Yeah,
do stuff like that. Yeah.
Now you have to have a catalog in order to work.
Either a catalog or a name.
Or a
yourself.
name.
But what do you see yourself in the next 10, 20 years?
Next 10 to 20 years. Rich and retired.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, you know, dance music has been around for 20-something years now. And I love how it's continually evolving. But I feel like the new generation of people don't really appreciate the history of it all. And they really don't understand the roots of it all.
Well, honey,
That's why we here. That's why we here.
You know, because when I was a kid, even though I wasn't around during the disco era, I knew about South Soul and West Big Prelude and West End.
Sound of Philadelphia.
Sound of Philadelphia and R&B and where all this stuff came from. Now, you know, kids don't have any history and I find that a little sad. So it's harder to play with different educated. I consider myself a musician. So when you play to people that are uneducated musically, it's quite difficult. So we try to educate and expose, but you know, I never say do one thing for life. So.
That's true. That's true. Well, I'm glad you took the time to sit with me, and I appreciate this. I know she got to do her thing right now. It'll be a pleasure.
7 minutes.
She got 7
7 minutes,
7 minutes.
All right, so hey, we're gonna wrap this up.